Taking a live look this morning at the boardwalk in Ocean City. Thousands of Marylanders will soon be covering the beaches for sure. And as we kick off the unofficial start to summer season, we are going to check in now with Ocean City Mayor Rick Meehan, who is joining us from the beach. Good morning, Mr. Mayor.
Good morning, Jennifer.
How excited are you for this weekend?
You know, Memorial Day is always an exciting time. It's the unofficial kick. Well, we've kicked it off a few times already, I think, this year, but this is the unofficial kickoff of the beach time in Ocean City. The lifeguards take the stands at 10 a.m. this morning, so we're ready for everybody. And you probably see behind me, there's already people going out onto the beach.
Absolutely, they are. And listen, a big topic of conversation has been this idea of a potential tent ban. Talk to us about some of the concerns and what the council is considering right now.
Okay, what we're talking about is not totally abandoning tents and canopies. Well, abandoning tents, because those four-sided tents, they start to take up a lot of room on the beach. They block the view of everybody else. And we're just starting to see those appear. So we're looking to block those altogether. With canopies, canopies will still be allowed. They just need to be in a 10 by 10 footprint. So that people can still utilize their canopies, protect themselves and their families from the sun. Doesn't affect beach umbrellas at all. We're just looking for ways to make the beach safer, to make it more accommodating for more people. And we feel that we've watched other jurisdictions all around us do this, and we feel it's the right thing to do.
Yeah, the tents have just gotten bigger and more elaborate for sure. And I think one of the big complaints is that some folks will come down, they'll set up, and it's not like they'll come back within an hour of setup. It might be late in the afternoon, and they've taken up all that real estate with their tent.
It is, it's true. So no more tents, canopies allowed. You're not allowed to set up your canopies and leave them unattended before 10 a.m. when the lifeguards hit the stand. So, you know, we're trying to make it so everybody can see the beach, their views aren't blocked, and everybody can enjoy it, because the beaches get crowded, and we want to make sure there's room for everybody.
Yeah, and you want to make sure it's safe for the lifeguards to be able to see, because technically you're supposed to set up behind the lifeguard stand so it doesn't obstruct their view.
You are, but some of the four-sided tents or canopies with sides, the problem is if you look to the north or south, it can still block some views. So it's a public safety issue. I think it's a courtesy issue. And I think we're just trying to do something to make the beach experience really better for everybody.
Hey, if you haven't been down to the beach since maybe August or September, what are some changes that we might see when we come down there? Has anything changed?
Not a lot of major changes. We've done some new things. We opened a new museum downtown on Baltimore Avenue and Dorchester Street, which is a really exciting way for people to look at the history of the town of Ocean City. There haven't been a lot of major changes, just mostly new events. Just finished our boardwalk rock concert. We're now into the high time. It was packed. 55,000 people here enjoying a rock concert downtown. Of course, now we'll have follow-ups the end of September, last week in September, and first week of October. We'll have Country Calling and Oceans Calling. We're getting ready to celebrate Memorial Day tomorrow at 1 p.m. on the boardwalk at 4th Division Street. And really not only welcome everybody, but to talk about the real meaning of Memorial Day and how it's so, we can recognize and observe, and thank all those that gave the ultimate sacrifice for their country. It's more than just about coming to the beach. It's about keeping that occasion in mind as well.
It's the true reason behind Memorial Day, is remembering those who made the ultimate sacrifice for sure. And, sort of a little bit of a transition to that, we want to remind people that the boardwalk tram is still not running this year, and that is because of a tragedy that happened there on the boardwalk last year.
It is, and it's very unfortunate. We're looking at ways to bring the boardwalk tram back. We're not going to be able to do it this year. So, give them, hope everybody has a little patience with us. We're going to do everything we can. That was a tragedy, but, we're looking to move forward, but we want to do it right. So it's going to take us some time.
All right. And you're looking forward to everyone coming down to the beach and enjoying everything Ocean City has to offer.
I am. The beach, the boardwalk's crowded this morning. It's really a beautiful day because the sun's high in the sky, as you can see. So it's keeping it pretty warm here. So we're open. We're ready for business. We're ready to have everybody come spend their time with us this summer. And I hope to see you as well, Jennifer.
Oh, you got it. Franciati's will be there the week of June 21st. We'll see you then, Mr. Mayor. Thank you so much for joining us. Enjoy.
Thank you very much, and happy Memorial Day to everyone.
Thank you so much, sir.